Hi, it's Father John and Father David. We hope you're doing well. As you can see, we're dressed more formal today. I haven't worn this collar in quite some time, and now, of course, it's tied around my neck, lack of social distancing from the refrigerator. And of course, he looks as good as ever. That's another story. He remains the same. We're dressed like this because we want to share some important and hopeful news regarding the process of opening our beloved church. And we're using stands because we want to make sure we get you all the information that is necessary. Today's gospel reading was from John chapter 15. Jesus said, "I am the true vine. Abide in me as I abide in you. I am the vine. You are the branches." The term to abide was music to the Hebrew people to whom he was speaking, for they had been nomads and exiles. They longed for a place in which they could rest permanently. You see, Jesus offers us not a country, but his very self for abiding. Jesus is our home, our resting place. That's why the physical structure of the church is so important to us. Jesus is here. Jesus is our resting place, our rock, and our refuge. From him we draw strength and courage, especially in times such as these. Friends, we're excited to announce that the Archdiocese of Newark is opening churches to allow the faithful to spend some time in private prayer in the church. While we are excited to open the doors of our beloved church, we also want to ensure, to the best of our ability, the safety of all. Please note that the following directives are recommended by the CDC, the Archdiocese of Newark, and our parish emergency response team. The opening of churches will take place in 3 phases. Phase 1. The church will be opened beginning Sunday, May 17th, for personal prayer only. Individuals and families are invited for quiet prayer on Sundays from 7:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. and weekdays, Monday through Friday, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'll do an outdoor celebration of the Sacrament of Reconciliation confession on Saturdays beginning May 23rd from 2:30 to 4:30. More information will follow. Phase 2. Following on Phase 1, churches will be permitted to celebrate public weekday masses and funerals with very specific restrictions, such as the practice of social distancing, the use of masks, and a limited number of people present. The date for the beginning of Phase 2 has not been announced as of yet. Phase 3. Following Phase 1 and 2, churches will be permitted to celebrate Sunday Mass publicly with the obligatory proactive social distancing, use of masks, and a limited number of people present. All other sacraments will resume according to the directives during Phase 3. Once again, the date for Phase 3 has not been announced.
Hello, everyone. We're excited to share some of these directives and guidelines with you as we prepare to reopen our church little by little. And so there are 5 things that we want you to be mindful of during the return process. Number 1, a general dispensation for Sunday obligation to attend Mass will continue until further notice. What that means is that no one is required to attend Mass when public celebrations resume. So we invite you to continue to follow us on our live streaming of Masses and services on our website and Facebook page. Number 2, attendance will be limited. Restrictions on how many people may attend services will be enforced and communicated. Number 3, social distancing will be practiced and you will be required to wear a mask. There will be specific traffic patterns and limited pedestrian flow with regards to the church entrance and exit. Pews will be taped off, and we'll put markers on the pews indicating where you are able to sit as an individual or with your household. No one will be admitted without a mask, and so we ask you to bring one with you. Parishioners also, you should take your temperature before coming to church, and please know that anyone who has any symptoms or they feel sick or look sick will be asked not to enter the church for the well-being and safety of others. So additionally, anyone age 65 and older or anyone who's at risk are encouraged to not attend. So please follow us along on our website or on TV. Number 4, liturgical changes will be in place. So similar to the protocols established when churches were closing in early March, extra precautions will be taken. So temporary adjustments will be made to how we celebrate Mass and receive communion when Masses resume again. And finally, number 5, following CDC, state, and local guidelines, we have established strict cleaning and sanitization protocols to ensure the safety of our parishioners and guests. Even with the best health practices, strict social distancing, and improved cleaning and disinfecting practices, anyone who enters a public space, including the church, should recognize there is a risk in contracting the coronavirus. And finally, friends, we should recognize that this is a unique time, and we need to continue to work together to make progress. There will be challenges and frustrations as we develop an appropriate path. And this is the first time we're doing it, so we ask for your patience and understanding. However, we believe that these guidelines are a call to love our neighbor in this unprecedented time of pandemic.
Friends, if we all work together, we can incrementally expand our options and increase our responsible participation in the liturgy. Each one of us is called to be faithful members of the body of Christ as we implement the reopening of our beloved church. Thank you for all you have done, endured, and continue to do for our parish community. God bless you.